Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Stupid Planet Negative AE, and welcome back to Steins Gate 0. Last we left off, we just had a massive fight with what I think to be Moeka, but Suzuha thought it was freaking Kagari. I don't know. It would be dangerous to run around and find her now. There was a chance Dara would be attacked while she wasn't at the lamp.
今のってまさかかがりたん
Dara would come outside as well. Yeah, I'm almost certain.
そっか
I see.
結局
So this is how it's going to be with the two of us in the end. The business and wounds were bad enough, but the pain that ached in her heart was the worst of all.
私さ
You know, I
あの子のこと
really
本
did
当に
like
好
her.
きだったんだ、小さくても勇敢で
She was small,
マ
but
ユ
so
姉さんを
brave.
守るため
She
に
always did her best to
い
protect
つ
Big
も
Sis
頑張って
Maeve.
て、私もそんなあの子にいろいろな
And
こ
I
とを教
taught
え
her
た。
a lot.
きっと
I thought of her
妹みたいに
as
思っ
like a
てた。
little sister,
けど
but now she's my enemy.
あいつはもう完全に敵だ。
Dara straightened up her shirt with, her shirt sleeves.
今の鈴葉なんかエロゲーの地上キャラっぽい格好になってる
You know, you look like a slutty girl in an H game right now, Suzuha.
お
Suzuha was caught completely off guard. True, her t-shirt only came to just below her hips, roughly the length of the miniskirt. Her breasts were almost completely bared. The shirt's hems was turned up and she felt exposed.
まあ僕は地上物も結構いける口なんで
Well, I don't
乱
mind
れた
H
裸
games with
T
slutty
シャツ
girls.
というのもあり
And I
とい
don't
えばあり
mind.
です
I
が
don't think the whole naked except for a t-shirt thing is all that bad.
またそうやってふざける。
You're being silly
大
again.
怪我してた
You
か
could have
もし
gotten
れない
badly
の
hurt.
に。
But Dara shook his head.
僕さっきはナイフ見て騒いじゃったけどでも怖がる必要なかったんじゃないか
I
な
got freaked out by the knife, but I don't think I really needed to be that scared.
あれがもし僕の聞き間違いじゃなかったら
Dara rubbed the part of his neck where the knife blade was.
ナイフを突きつけられてた時ほんの少しだけど聞こえたんだよ
When she had the knife to my throat, I could hear it, just a little.
何が
Hear what?
彼女多分
She was probably
泣いてた
crying.
え
Crying? Under that helmet? Was that really Kagari? It seemed like Suzuha to me. After that whole battle with Suzuha while holding a knife to Dara's neck? But why?
だからさ決めつけるのは
So,
まだ
don't
早
you
いん
think
じゃ
it's
ね
too early to jump to conclusions?
父さん
の
アイス
Did you
買
buy
っ
me
てき
that
てくれ
vanilla?
たバニラ
ああもちろん
Yeah, of course.
食べたいな。
I'd love to eat it.
私
I'm a little tired.
ちょっと疲れちゃっ
We should think about moving bases, right? Like now that they know that we're here, this is a problem. And then she almost fell forward.
で
Dara managed to catch her before she hit the ground.
おい鈴葉
Hey, Susan,
ごめん
fine.
平気
but let me rest a little.
でも少しだけ休ませ
That was all the energy that was all she had the energy to say. She closed her eyes in her dad's arms and her consciousness melted away. Hey, we back. What's going on, Okabe? When July came, the sun shone down even harder on Eastern Japan. Summer was truly here. The news had been saying for days that the heat island effect might make this the hottest summer in years. And then, on the first Sunday in July, the arrivals lobby at the international terminal of Narita Airport was filled with foreigners and Japanese passengers returning home.
すごい人だね
Look at all these people. I think there's more now than there were a minute ago. Wow, that's like old Ferris. That's pretty much old Ferris, right? I didn't expect it to be this busy on a Sunday, yeah? That's old Ferris. That's crazy. I like old Ferris. Don't miss her, Mayuri Ferris. Or just the old art for Ferris. You know how tiny she is. 3 of us were waiting for someone here. It's probably her. Oh, no, it's Lukako. Sorry, can't go today. You had something to do. It's alright. I hope I can see Maho before she leaves. I'll ask her how long she's staying and contact you later. Thank you. We've been there almost an hour. Okarin, I'm going to have to tell her you said that. Please don't. It was just a joke. There's no sign of her though. Maybe it was a mistake to try and surprise her by meeting her at the airport, yeah. Should have at least asked what time she was arriving. We hadn't told her that we were coming to greet her. And so all we knew that she was arriving on Narita on an afternoon flight. If I'd known we were going to have to wait so long, I would have tried to get the arrival time out of her. There was a stream of passengers flowing by us, but no sign of the person we were waiting for. Just as I was starting to wonder if we'd missed her because she was so small, she finally appeared. Or more precisely, I saw a giant travel suitcase, rolling all by itself away from the gate. And from behind it I heard a voice I recognized. Christ, I did not fake my passport. What is wrong with people? Every single time, no matter what country I go to, they always have to check it and it always takes forever. I walked up to the suitcase and gave it a pat. Maho had been leaning forward and pushing against the suitcase as hard as she could. Her mouth hung open when she saw me. It's been a while. Glad you were able to make it past customs. You? You look really pale. You okay? Of course I'm okay. Wait, never mind that. What are you doing here? You told me you were arriving this afternoon, right? So I decided to come and surprise you. You did? Thanks. For some reason, her voice became really weird at the moment she saw me. Was my being here really that much of a surprise? But, you know, I told you I can get to Akibara Station on my own, and to meet me there. Come on, you've come all this way, so it's the least I can do. Also, I'm not sure you can really get to Akibara on your own. Alright, so here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna call it right now. Suzuha and Daru are gonna come pick her up at the same time, and it's gonna be really weird. And that's why she wanted me to pick her up at the station. That's because she's meeting up with Daru and Suzuha right here. Because they're working on the time leap machine. Calling it. Mayuri and Ferris show it came up as well. Maho-nyan, I missed you. As Mayuri grabbed Maho's hand, Ferris walked up and gave her a big hug. Mary, Ferris, it's good to see you. You came all this way to welcome me. Thank you. By the way, can you not yell Maho-nyan at the top of your lungs in a place like this? Why not? It's cute. Look around. Everybody's laughing, right? It's embarrassing. Isn't ya? Ferris really sticks out after all. While we'd been waiting here, all the foreigners had been pointing at her and yelling cat ears, cat ears. And some had even asked for pictures. Yeah, Joe, I'll take your luggage. Thanks.
でも結構急な来
Still,
日だったよ
this
な
was a really sudden trip, wasn't it? It was only a few days ago that I found out she was coming. I think she probably dies, right?
今回も
Because there was no one by the
レスキュー
name
の
of
教授
her in the future, right? Maybe to help Dr. Leskinen again.
ああ、
Oh, well, Maho was fidgeting and glancing up at me.
岡部さんはレスキネン
Are you still
教授とは
talking to
よく
Dr.
連絡を
Leskinen
取り
very
合っている
often?
の？
ああ教授
He's still over here doing his research,
ずっとこっちで研究を続け
right?
てるだろ
Sometimes he invites me out to dinner.
時々
It's a big honor.
そう、
I see.
まずいわね。
That's bad.
まずい何
Bad? Why?
ああ、いえ、こっちの
Oh,
話よ。
nothing. Nothing that you have to worry about. She really was acting weird. She wasn't like this when I saw her last winter. Was she tired from her trip? Or was seeing us here that much of a surprise?
今回は教授の手伝いではないの。
I'm not here to help the professor
沖
this
縄
time.
の
I'm
親戚
visiting
のと
some
ころに
relatives
行く予
in
定なの
Okinawa.
よ。でもせっかくだから、
But since
そ
I'm
の前
here
に
anyway, I
秋
decided
葉原
to
に
drop
も
by
行ってみよう
Akibara
かと
first.
思って。
そうか沖縄か
I see, Okinawa, huh? For a moment, the name of that place brought back visions of that nightmarish time. After I collapsed on Christmas, I was sent to another world where I'd spent a month fleeing to Okinawa.
いいね、沖縄。
Okinawa? That sounds so nice. I'd love to go there.
マユシーの学校は修学
You
旅行
didn't go there on your school trip yet?
マユシーのところはね、
We went to Hokkaido.
北海道だったのよ。フェイリスはハワイにゃん。
I went to Hawaii. Wow, that's a crazy school trip. Well, I guess not. Japan is like right there, huh? That's pretty cool.
アロハ。
Putting aside the girls and their talk of school
じゃあ
trips.
ヒアジョーさんは
So, Hiajo,
東京
you're
には
not
そんな
staying
に
in
い
Tokyo
られ
that
ないの
long.
か
Huh?
そうね。
Yeah.
そういうことにな
I
るわね。
guess I wouldn't be. You're right.
秋葉原にいる間のホテルとかは決めて
You
あ
have a
る
hotel
の
in
か
Akibara, yeah?
な。まだよ。こ
Not
れか
yet.
ら安いビ
I'm
ジネ
gonna
ス
go
ホ
look
テ
for
ル
a
に
cheap
探す
business
つもり。
hotel.
だったらこのままフェ
Then
イ
come
リ
stay
ス
at
の
my
お家に
place.
来ると
You
い
can
い
use the
よ。
same room you used
この
before,
前の
yeah?
部屋。でも
What?
そんなの悪いわ。
But I really couldn't.
またそうやって遠慮するんやから。
Don't worry about.
フェイリスは
Don't
大
worry
歓
me
迎だ
about
にゃ
it. What the fuck? I'm always happy to see you, Nyan.
だけどそんなに
But
甘
I
い
really
わけには。だったら
How about this, Nyan? You can stay for free, but in exchange, you have to do a little bit of work at my cafe, Nyan.
お店？
Your cafe.
メイクインニャンニャンだね。
Make Queen Noun Squared, right?
まさかそれって
You can't mean the place where they wear cat ears.
その通り。
That's right, Nyan.
この時期は猫耳メイド
All
の
my
みんなは
cat-eared maids
車
are
の
busy
準
with
備でいろ
Komima
いろ忙しいのにゃ。
preparations right
お
now,
休み
yeah?
取りたいって。
They come to me crying and asking for time off, yeah?
つまり
In other words, there's a serious shortage of cat-eared maids, yeah?
なのにゃ。
That's right, yeah.
というわけで。
So how about it, Maho, Nyan?
どうかにゃ。
How about it, Nyan?
お断りします。
I refuse. What?
なんで？
Why not?
なんでって。
Why?
当たり
You know
前でしょ
why. I wouldn't look good
私
in
に
those
似合う
things.
わけないわ。似合うよ。
You sure would. Maybe she's sure you would look great.
意義なし。だに
No
ゃ。
objections, Nyan. Okay, then you think so too, right, Nyan?
あ
Yeah.
きっと
I'm sure she'll
ファ
get
ンが
plenty
つく
of
んじゃない
fans.
か
ファンなんて。
Fans.
お
I
世
don't
辞は
like being
嫌いよ。
flattered.
別にお世辞じゃ
I'm
ない
not flattering you, though.
だとしたら。
Then you need to go to an optometrist and get your eyes checked.
にゃにゃ。赤くなったにゃ。
Maho is actually pretty cute. I don't know how they're gonna do this because last game
なってません。
it was all about like character paths and like Rentaro would go on character paths. But now since
マホニャンはもっと自分の魅力に気づくべきだと思うにゃ。
there's only one girl that I haven't been with, unless they will want to redo all the paths again. I think Maho Nyan needs to realize how attractive she is. Yeah.
マユシーが
Yeah.
男の
Maybe
子
she was a
だった
boy.
ら
She'd be in love.
キュンってしだからそんなこと
telling you that's not true.
部屋嬢さ
I
ん
think you
は
should.
多分
Probably.
そ
I
の
don't know how to say it,
もう
but
ちょっと
put a little more effort into your appearance, maybe?
そうすればもっとこう
If you did, I'm sure you'd look more. I was trying my best to sound encouraging, but I just ended up sounding like a jerk. Of course, she was annoyed.
私は今のまま
I'm
で
fine as
十分
I
よ
am. My job as a scientist is my first priority.
でもそ
But,
れじゃ
but what if you find a guy you like,
ど
yeah?
うするのにゃ
You won't be able to show him how you
相手
feel,
に
yeah?
気持ちを伝える大丈夫よ
I'm fine.
そういう人
I
が
don't think it'll ever happen, so it doesn't worry me.
困ったりしないわ
She gave a sigh that was a little too deliberate.
あ
Phew.
ー
I'm
ご
sorry.
めんなさい
The jet lag and trip has got me a little tired. I love the mid shit screen changes. That's good.
わかるにゃ
Mid dialogue box screen changes. I know the feeling, yeah? Jet lag is rough, man.
リムジンを用意してあるから
I've got a limo ready, so you can catnap on the way, yeah?
リムジン
A limo? Ferris had rented a white limo to pick up Maho. Sheesh. She really did go overboard. But thanks to that, Maori and I were able to enjoy its big comfy seats on the way to Narita Airport.
なんならフェリスが
You can rest on my lap if you want, yeah?
それともマユシ
Or would you rather rest on Mayushi's lap, yeah?
マユシは OK
Mayushi's okay with that.
結構
I'm fine.
子供じゃあるまいし
でも傍目から見ても
But I can tell you're really tired, though. Are you that busy with work?
そんなに研究
それはまあ
Well,
掛け持ちしてい
I've
るわ
got
け
two
だから
projects going on.
掛け持ち
Two projects? You're working on something besides Amadeus.
あ
She quickly put her hand over her mouth.
それは
That's, well, it's classified information.
そうかそれは
I
悪かった
see. Sorry about that. It was true that the American university labs had a lot of stuff like that going on there. I heard there were a lot of industrial spies. If she wasn't careful about what she said, she might get fired or worse. It was a mistake on my part to even ask.
そういえば
Come to think of it,
橋田さんは今日はどう
where's
したの
Hashida today?
あいつなら今日は
He's doing the most
人生を
important job of his life
大
right
事
now.
なよ
人生をかけた
The most important job of his life.
タル君は
Dara's on a date right now.
デート
I guess I was wrong. I guess they're not coming to meet her. Maho's shock was almost comical.
私
I must really be tired. I'm hearing things.
いやそう思う
No, I can understand why you'd feel that way, but
本当にデート
he really is on a date.
信じられない
What?
嘘でしょ
I can't believe it. You're kidding me. That pervert? Even Maho was calling him a pervert. Dara had said he was talking to Maho a lot too, and I could just imagine what their conversations were like. But actually, if Dara didn't do his best today, it could ruin the entire chain of causality. In that sense, Dara's date today was an event with the universe-spanning implications. Oh, I'm back. About half the seats of Go-Go Curry were full. It was Sunday, but it was also after 2 p.m., so the lunchtime rush was over. Suzu was sitting at the restaurant's far edge, a baseball cap pulled down over her face. She was hiding her face with the baseball cap and carefully watching a couple sitting nearby. Here you are, your Major Curry. So just big curry. Got it. A cheerful employee put down 2 giant silver plates, or trays more accurately, in front of them. Suzu could see the other customers looking at them and whispering. The couple really stood out after all. The man was a giant who looked like he ate Major Curry all the time, but the woman was slim, pretty, and looked very kind. The combination of the huge man and the slim woman was unbalanced, as the combination of a pretty girl and Major Curry. Major Curry was big, it was huge. Suzuha knew from experience. The massive silver trays were loaded with rice and curry and topped with 2 fried cutlets, fried shrimp, sausage, a boiled egg, and a mountain of cabbage. There was 2 or 3 times as much curry as you'd find in a normal dish, and the toppings were just as big. Even a young growing boy would find it hard to eat them all. Suzuha was irritated. Why are you ordering major curry on your first date with her, Dad? The Beauty and the Beast couple that Suzuha was watching, of course, was Daru and Yuki. In the morning, they'd gone to see a movie in Yurakucho, and then come back to Akibara, and then gone straight to Go-Go Curry. Suzuha had followed them the whole time. That's why she couldn't believe Daru's choice of date spots. I don't mind Go-Go Curry at all. In fact, I like it, but this is your first date. There are other places you could have gone. She clutched her spoon tight and gritted her teeth. Suzuha knew that next to nothing about Japanese youth culture in 2011, and she knew it was a bad idea. Who knew it was going through Yuki's mind, or so Suzuha thought. But wow, it's even more amazing than the pictures. Surprisingly, Yuki was ignoring the people around her and innocently enjoying the huge curry.
Amaneshi, もし食べきれなかったら、その
Amaneshi, if you can't finish it all, I'll finish it for you. Okay, thank you. But I'm actually pretty good at this.
そうですか。
Yeah,
びっくりです。
that's a surprise. I actually would always just come to look at the menu outside. I always wanted to try this. I'm glad you brought me here.
それは実に良かった
Glad to
で
hear
す。
that. Suzuha had evidently worried over nothing, but she still realized that Daru was acting strangely. Ever since he'd come out of the movie theater, he was walking and talking strangely, instead of his usual hunched posture, and he was forcing himself to stand up straight. His every movement seemed oddly forced, as if he were a broken robot. And then he downed glass after glass of water. Oh, I'm sorry. May I have some more water too?
はいはい、どうぞ。
Oh, sure. Thank you. Daru poured water into Yuki's cup. Suzuha had a bad feeling. And she was right. Daru was moving so awkwardly that he almost spilled the water on her hand.
大丈夫ですか？
Are you okay? My hand just got a little wet. Anyway, let's eat before it gets cold, okay? Yuki quickly wiped down the table with her handkerchief, then grabbed the fork and spoon. There were stars in her eyes. Okay, let's eat.
いただきます。
Let's eat. Yuki seemed to be really enjoying her meal, but Daru was very formal and quiet. He was taking little nibbles out of a piece of fried cutlet. It was more like a squirrel eating a nut. The whole time they weren't saying a word. What are you doing, Dad? Mom's not gonna want to be with you around you if you're like that. She decided to send him a message on Rhine telling him to get his act together, and she'd just taken out her phone when... Wait, here's your major curry with extra... roe? A huge plate was laid on the table in front of her. The other customers started murmuring again. Come to think of it, when she'd followed them into the store, she'd ordered her usual major curry with extra roe and forgotten about it. Now everybody was going to focus on her. In a small shop like this, it was suicide. Just as he suspected, her eyes met Yuki's. Suzuha. Suzuha, I swear to God. I didn't realize you were here. Yeah, what a coincidence seeing you here, Yuki, brother. You should have said something. Oh, I didn't even notice you, really. She realized that she should probably just leave, but she couldn't go without at least taking a bite of the major curry in front of her. Her experiences in the war had left her completely unable to waste food. She felt like Yuki and Daru were staring at her as she reluctantly picked up her spoon. Anyway, yeah, you two enjoy yourselves. Her only choice was to finish her extra large curry as soon as possible. She couldn't let herself be in the way. But instead, Yuki came over and picked up Suzuha's plate. Huh? Excuse me. Can my friend sit with us? Sure, go ahead. She says it's okay. Let's all eat together. Whoa, why? Why? Because you ordered major curry too. I think we need to have a race. Hashida could be the judge. Before Suzuha could respond, Yuki had moved her plate over to their table. No, wait. She had no choice but to follow, but before she sat down, she whispered into Yuki's ear. You're on a date, right? Huh? Oh yeah, I'm on a date. It makes me blush when I say it out loud. It does kinda, huh? I never say that I'm on a date, but I know I'm going on a date. Daru didn't react at all, even though she was sure he'd overheard that. I've never been on a date, so I don't know how they say work or how they work, but is it normal to have a curry speed eating contest with another girl in the middle of a date? I don't really know. But you see it a lot in anime and manga, don't you? The little sister who doesn't want to lose her big brother runs up to the girlfriend and says, "Let's have a competition." For some reason, Yuki seemed incredibly enthused. Suzuha was overwhelmed by her energy. I don't know anything about that. Is that how it works, brother? But even when she turned to Daru for help, he just awkwardly sat there, eating his curry like a robot. Brother. He awkwardly turned his face to her. The rest of him stayed completely still. Did you say something? What's wrong? You're acting weird. I'm not acting weird. I'm not acting weird at all. What? Suzuha glanced back at Yuki. And for the first time, Yuki looked concerned. In the end, Yuki and Suzuha did have their curry eating contest, and surprisingly, both of them completely finished their meals. Suzuha won by a very small margin, but the battle was exciting enough to that not only the customers, but the staff as well were applauding at the end. But the whole time, Daru kept eating by himself. Since this wasn't even a conversation, let alone a date, she sent Daru home alone. Part of her wanted to demand Daru explain himself right now, but she decided to talk to Yuki instead. She tried her best to avoid Yuki so far, in order to keep her identity a secret, but it was July now. She would be gone from this era very soon. This might be her last chance to talk to Yuki at all. I'm so glad you were there. Yuki sighed a little after Daru left.
私もしかしたら
Maybe I did something
気
to
に
offend
障
him.
り橋田さん私といっても
Hashida doesn't
あんま
seem
り
to
楽しく
enjoy
ない
being
みたいだ
around me.
単に緊張してただけじゃない
You don't think he
か
was
な
just nervous?
でも映画を見る
But
前は
he
楽
was
しそうにお
fun. He was
話
having
ししてく
fun
れてた
talking
んで
with
す
me
よ
before the movie, you know?
それが映画の後はすっ
After
か
the
りよ
movie,
そ
he
よそし
started
くなって
acting
しまっ
really
て
strange.
私
Did I do
何
something
か
wrong?
間違っちゃったのかカレー屋さんに連れて行ってもらったのも
I asked him
私
to
の
take
リ
me
ク
to
エ
the
ストだ
curry
ったんで
place,
すけど
but since he was
ずっ
acting
とあ
like
の
that the
調
whole
子だった
time,
からさす
I
がに
wasn't
ちょっ
really
と
sure what to do.
困ってそれで偶然お店にいた
And
鈴
since
葉
you
さん
happened to
に
be
助
there,
け
I
を
turned
求
to
め
you
た
for
時
help.
は
What happened inside the theater? Suza hadn't followed them inside. He spent about 2 hours killing time outside.
あのさ
Hey,
ゆきさんはなんで兄さんのこと好き
why do
に
you
なっ
like
た
my
の
brother?
いや私が
I
言うの
mean,
もなんだけど
maybe I shouldn't say this,
あんまりモ
but
テるタイプじゃ
he's
ない
not
じゃん
exactly a
兄
lady
さんって
killer.
鈴葉さんはお兄さん
What do you
の
think
こと
about your
どう
brother?
思う私
Me?
好きですか
Do you like
嫌い
him?
ですか
Hate him?
好きですよね見てい
You
れば
like
わ
him,
かり
right?
ます
I can tell by watching you.
まあ
Well,
うん
sure. There are parts of him that she didn't like, but of course she loved her dad.
で私のことは
Wait,
別に
why are
ど
we
うで
talking
もい
about
いじゃ
me?
ないかそれでゆきさんは
So what about you?
私は
I
まだ
still don't really know if I like him or not.
そっ
I,
か
I see. Not only had Daru not told Yuki he liked her, but this was still their first date, and they hadn't spoken that much before either. She hadn't even reached the point where she saw him as a member of the opposite sex. For almost a year, Suza had stayed with him, For almost a year, Suza had stayed with him, and she, Maori, and Ferris had done everything they could to get the two of them together, but there hadn't been any real progress. Suza felt uneasy when she thought about the future. Maybe her dad wouldn't be her dad anymore. Maybe her mom wouldn't be her mom anymore. Dad and mom wouldn't be together. She imagined that future.
そんなの
I don't
嫌
want
だ
that. She looked straight into Yuki's eyes.
私さもう
I'm
す
going to be
ぐ
leaving soon.
こ
What?
ちょっと遠いところに引っ
I'm moving
越すんだよ
someplace
ね
far away.
そうなんですか
Really?
多分戻ってこないと思
I
う
don't think I'll be back.
心配なんだ
And I'm worried
Dosa.
about Dad. I mean, my
兄さ
brother.
んだからさ
So,
Yuki-san.
Yuki,
こんなこと
I know this is a
私が
weird
頼
thing
む
for
の
me
も
to
おか
ask.
しな話なんだけど
And then she bowed deeply.
橋田至を
Please take
よろし
care
くお
of
願いします
Hashida Daru.
お
There was no answer from Yuki. Suza looked up afraid and tried to gauge the expression on her face. She looked kind of lonely and kind of sad.
私は
I
ど
don't
う
know
し
what
た
I
いんで
want
しょ
to
う
do,
ね
Yuki whispered, and then Suzuha.
ああもうどうするんだ
Oh
よ
jeez, what are we gonna do? Everything's almost finished,
まだ
even
始
though
まって
it's
もいない
never
けど
even started. As soon as she got back to the lab, she yelled at her useless father.
うおーすず
Suzuha,
ごめ
I'm
ん
sorry, the Hashida family is doomed.
しょぼくれてるんじゃない
Stop sitting there
それ
feeling
じゃ済ま
sorry
ない
for
んだ
yourself. This isn't funny.
とりあえず今日はなんで
Start by
あんな
explaining
態度
why
を
you
取
were
ったの
acting
か
weird
しっか
or
り説明
acting
し
that
て
way today.
今朝出かけるときは
You looked so excited when you left this morning, and Mom said you were normal until halfway through, or halfway and through the movie.
一体何があったの
So what the hell happened?
いやそれがさ
Well, you see,
聞いてく
listen
れ
to
よ
this.
映画の座席って狭いじゃん。
You know how movie theater seats are cramped, right? So I tried to sit as far to the edge as I could so I wouldn't get in Amanishi's way.
そしたら椅子がペキっていって壊れそうになって。
And then I heard this crack and the seat almost broke.
で慌てて体を支え
And then I
よ
tried
う
to
として
support myself, so I grabbed the
生き方を掴ん
armrest.
だんだ。それが
But
それが
it wasn't the armrest, it was
肘
Amanishi's
掛けじゃ
hand.
なく
Yeah,
そんなこと母さん一言も
Mom
言っ
didn't
て
say
なかっ
anything
たけ
about
ど
that.
嘘じゃないよ。
Telling the truth, it was soft. It couldn't have been more. It couldn't have been an armrest. It was a girl's hand. It had to have been.
そう
ただ僕、女の子と手を
But
つ
you
なぐなん
see,
て。
I've held a lot of 2D girls' hands,
三次元
but
じゃ
never
ほ
a
とんど
real
経験
girl's.
それでどうしたの？
And what happened then?
天西優しいからさ。
Amanishi's so nice. I guess she didn't try to shake it off because she didn't want to hurt me.
僕ってこの体型
But
じゃん。
you know how fat I am, right? I sweat a lot. She must have gotten soaked, but she didn't say a word. So I really started to think about that.
ああ、なるほど
Oh,
ね
I。see.
それであん
That's
な
why
に
you're
ポ
acting
ンコ
so
ツになっ
weird.
てたのか。
天西もきっと心の中でキモいうざい話せ変態。
I'm sure in her mind, Amanishi was going, "Get off me, you creepy loser pervert."
母さんはそんな人間じゃないよ。
Mom's not like that. In fact, from the way she was acting, she probably thought she'd upset him somehow. The problem is what she'd said.
私はどうしたいんでしょうね。
I don't know what I want to do. What did she mean by that?
母さんがわからない。
I don't know what mom's
鈴
thinking.
葉こうなったら母さんの
Let's
こ
give
と
up
は
on mom
諦
and
め
you
て
can live with me.
言ってることがめちゃくちゃだ
You're
よ。
not making any sense. How am I even supposed to be born?
でも無理だ
But it's impossible.
父さんが頑張らないでどう
How
する
come
の？
you're not even
こ
trying?
のピンチをチャンス
Even
に
if
変え
things
る
look
んだよ
bad, you have to keep going. She grabbed her father by the collar and shook him.
出ないと。
If you don't. She remembered how sad Yuki looked when they said goodbye.
出ないと
Otherwise,
見返し
something
がつかない
awful
こ
will
とに
happen.
なるよ。
ですよね。
Yeah. And then she heard a car parked in front of the lab. We're here, Nya. She recognized the voice coming from below the open window.
お、フェリスさんの声じゃ
Is
ね。
that Ferristown's voice? Suzuha let go of Daru's collar and moved over to the window. Below, she saw a group of people she knew. Rentera Okabe, Maori Shina, Ferris Nyanyan, and Maho Hiajo, too.
ヒヤジョウさん。もう
Hiyajo's
到
here
着してた
already.
の。でもなんでオカリオおじ
Why
さん
is
た
she
ち
here
と
with
一緒
Uncle
なの？
Okaning? And then she gave a start and turned back towards the room. Wait,
まずいよ、
this is
それ
bad.
出しっぱな
We
し。
haven't put it away. Huh? Suzuha pointed towards the desk in the development room where the phone wave named Subject to Change was sitting.
やばいやばい。
Oh
覚
crap,
醒
hide it.
オキドキ。
Why is that a thing people say? If nothing else, this meant that Maho Hiajo was coming to the Future Gadget Lab. Suzuha hoped that this meant the work on the phone wave would get back on track. A new chapter. Vega and Altair. We're Maho. That's interesting. What the? Yo, this is from... Hold on. I gotta save it. 1 second. If I don't save it, then when I go to do all the stuff, there's gonna be a problem. Okay. The window. Open the window.
ゲホゲホゲホ。大きいゲホドキ。
Maho crawled out into the living room. Daru rushed to the open window and heard a man who was probably the building's owner yell up at them. Hey, Hashida, what was that sound? They're making bombs up there. I'll call the cops. Sorry, the microwave blew up. Dara poked his head out and apologized to the man below. It took a minute, but the owner was finally satisfied and the argument ended. That really scared me. Dara wiped away the sweat, and she saw his face and clothes were both covered in soot. It scared you? It should have. Maho was no different. Some of her hair had been burnt off, and the white lab coat that she'd gone through all the trouble to get had turned pitch black. Explain what's going on. Where did that smoke come from? Probably the microwave. I picked it up from a dumpster, so it probably shorted out somewhere. Picked it up from where? What is wrong with you? We're working on one of the greatest inventions in human history. And you're using parts from a dumpster? Why? Commercial microwaves are expensive. I can't believe you. Do something about this. Use my credit card if you have to. Maho didn't have that much money, but there was no time to be cheap. Or this was no time to be cheap. That's a big help. Maho wiped her sweaty, soot-covered face with a towel. The white towel turned black immediately. I can't take this anymore. You're turning on the air conditioner. That's not happening. If you use it at the same time as the phone wave, it'll trip the breaker. And I told you, you can't use the air conditioner for more than an hour a day because it's so expensive. These working conditions were abysmal. Was Kurusu really able to create the time loop machine under these circumstances? Just thinking about it gave me even more respect for Kurusu. Fine, but I'd at least like to take a shower and get the soot out of my hair. Go ahead. If you think about peeking, I'll go straight to Suzuha. Remember that. I wouldn't do that. For some reason, Dara responded to Maho's warning by sighing and slumping his shoulders. And actually, I don't feel like up to dealing with jokes like that right now. Maho hadn't meant it as a joke. She was extremely serious. I'm in such a bad way that I'm not even playing H games. She'd heard from Suzuha that the day she'd arrived in Japan that Dara had screwed up bad on a date. It was true that Dara was a lot quieter than his usual self. Maori had even said that Dara not playing H games must be an omen of some impending natural disaster. But either way, she didn't have time for his negativity, so she ignored him and went to the shower room. Since Suzuha had used the shower regularly, it was relatively clean. There was a good selection of body soap and shampoo, and Suzuha told her she could use it as she liked. Spending Tantaba covered in soot. That day indeed. That day was indeed Tantaba. What is Tantaba? Actually, Maho had been secretly looking forward to this day. She lived in America so long she was interested in Japan's traditional summer holiday. She was especially interested in the famous story of Ohime and Hikoboshi, and the custom writing down of wishes and hanging them from bamboo. I think I've heard of it. Roll credits, everybody. Altair and freaking Vega. No, that girl who appears. Okay, so it's just legends. So she was here, she wanted to try writing down a wish too. Yeah, I think I've heard of it. She didn't want to bring it up herself because she didn't want anyone thinking of her as childish. But Maori, Ferris, and the other girls seemed like they wanted to do something like that. And part of her had hoped that they'd invite her too. That's why it hurt so much to be spending the hot summer in the afternoon in the lab with Dara covered in soot. I don't think Maho's a spy because she's the main character. so she's either gonna die or something's gonna happen to her. She was thinking about that as she washed herself off when she could hear Daru calling her from outside. What? What? Don't tell me you're really going to peek. I dare you to open that door even an inch. I'll cry. Now's no time for being cute. I just got word from Mayushi. Okanin might be coming here. What? Okabe? Maho's mind started to race. She'd been told that Okabe rarely comes to the lab anymore. In fact, after he dropped her off here for the first day, he hadn't come by even once. That's why she felt safe going in and out of the lab, but I hid the phone wave, but make sure he doesn't find out what we're doing. Right, I know. Wait, I shouldn't even be here. I need to get back to Ferris' place and hide. Why? Because I'm supposed to be in Okinawa. That's how she'd explained her visit to Okabe. If he found out that she was working on the phone wave with Daru, there would be trouble. That's right. Okay, hurry up and come out. Can't, not with you standing there. Oh, that's right. After she was sure Daru was gone, she quickly washed the bubbles and soap off her body. Her long hair still wasn't dry, but there wasn't time for that. She wiped herself off with a towel and was about to leave the shower room when she heard the door open. Hey, Daru. He was here already? She quickly shut the door to the shower room again. But then she looked down and saw she was naked. Her clothes were lying on the floor past the door. There was no way she could get them without Okabe seeing her. Her only choice was to stay hidden, completely undressed, and wait for him to leave. But this is really kind of nerve-wracking. There's a lot more naked antics in this. Oh, I'm going straight to Okabe. That's cool.
Yo, Daru.
Hey, Daru. Daru greeted me as I came inside the lab. He seemed to be in kind of a hurry.
Oh, Okarin.
Oh, Okarin. I didn't see you coming by yourself here often. Or see you coming by yourself very often anymore. The room kind of smelled like smoke. Someone must have just been using the shower room because the smoky smell was mixed with the scent of soap. However, whoever it was definitely wasn't Daru. His face and clothes were blackened with soot. I thought it might be Suzuha, but the lights in the shower room were turned off.
何してたんだ?
What were you doing?
黒だぞ.
Dude, you're black with soot. Oh, well. I got this microwave from the garbage dump, you know. I was warming up a lunch I got from the convenience store and it blew up.
爆発って
It blew up.
大丈
Are
夫?
you okay?
ブラウン氏に怒られた。
Yeah, Mr. Braun got mad at me.
あまり目をつけられるなよ。
Don't get him too
いつ
riled
思い
up.
出されるかわか
You
らな
don't
い。
know when they'll kick you out.
そんなことになれば
If he does that, you might be okay, but Suzuha will have nowhere to go.
行くところがだ。
そうだね。
That's right.
で、今日はどうしたん？
What are you doing
マユ
here?
シなら来てないけど。
Mayushi isn't here.
お前に話があるんだ。
I need to talk to
情
you.
報だぞ。
Good news.
だが断る。
But I refuse.
まだ何も言ってないだろう。
I haven't said anything yet.
オカリンの持ってきた話がまと
Nothing
も
you
だ
could
った
ever
ことな
come to
んて
me
一度も
to
ない
talk
ん
to me
だ。
about has ever ended up with being good news.
まあ聞けって。
Come on, just hear me out.
昨日の夜さ、
Last night, I went to dinner with Dr.
レスキに
Leskinen,
行ったんだ。
and we were talking about the exchange program.
留学の話。
ああ、またその
that
話
again.
か。
I was keeping in touch with Dr. Leskinen. Of course, the professor knew that Maho was here in Japan. Yesterday, he'd shown me a picture of her taken in Okinawa. I could see her standing in the surf with a blank expression on her face. A friend or family member must have taken it. Dr. Leskinen had been really nice to me, and I talked to him a lot about going to Victor Grandia. Of course, at a minimum, I needed to graduate my current school and pass the exchange exam for Victor Grandia.
せっかくだからダルのことも教授に
I was wait,
僕
fuck. What's the backlog? I was actually telling him about you, and he was interested. Huh? And me.
ビクトル・コンドリア大学には
Victor
情報
Victor
科学研究
Condria's
所っていう
got
ところ
something called an information science
世
lab.
界最高のハッカーが集ま
Brings
っている
together
らしいんだ
hackers from
よ
all around the world, supposedly.
ダルの腕なら
With
通
your
用するん
talents,
じゃ
don't
ない
you
か
think you'd fit in fine there? I'd been inviting Daru to come to America with me, but he didn't seem that interested. He said things like, "No, I can't imagine living away from the otaku mecca, and no way I'm living anywhere you can't get H games and anime figures. Still get H games here." But he's still done nothing but give me excuses like that.
そりゃあ僕はスーパーハ
I'm a
ッカー
super
だし
hacker.
通用す
I'm
る
sure
と
it'd
思
be
う
fine,
けど
but
とりあえず教授に会って
why
みる
not
だ
meet
け
up
な
with
の
him at least? You've met him
名刺
before.
だってあるんだし
今忙しいんだ
I'm busy now.
一日ぐらいなら時間
You
作
can
れ
make
るだ
time for one day.
コミマが終わるまでは無理かな
Not until Komima's over, probably.
1ヶ月以上先じゃないか
That's over a month away.
とにかくしばらくは無
It's
理
not happening for a while, okay?
いや
Giving me a break, man. You're full
本
of
当に言い訳
excuses.
ばっかりだな
Do you really not want to go that
そんな
badly?
に行きたくないのか
I sighed and sat down on the sofa. This room was hot as hell during the summer. The windows were open and the fans were running at full speed, but I was still sweating. There was an air conditioner, but evidently he wasn't using it.
誰ドクペって置いてあるか
Got any Dr. P?
さあどうだったかなマユシが買い置きしてるか
Maybe
も
she's put some in the fridge? I got up and took a look at the fridge in the corner of the room. There was a regular soda, mineral water, and some sports drinks. But not a single Dr. P. As usual, the freezer was stuffed with juicy fried chicken #1. Mayuri really did buy a ton of this stuff. Wait, was there even more than usual? Maybe she bought some for Suzuha too.
スポーツドリンクもらうぞ
Well, I'm gonna go grab a sports drink.
鈴葉の飲みかけ以外なら OK
Take any except for the drink, the one that Suzuha already drank out of. I grabbed an unopened bottle and took a big gulp. I happened to take a look at the snack shelf next to the fridge. Mixed in with instant noodles and snacks were 5 bunches of bananas. Mario must have bought those too. But still, all that fried chicken and now these bananas. Was she eating more than she had been? She always said that no matter how much she ate, she never got fat, but if she bought this many bananas at once, they were all going to turn brown and squishy before she could eat them all.
マユリのやつ
Does
バナナを買いすぎじゃないか
Mayuri really need all these bananas?
ああそれ買ってきたのマユシじゃなくて僕
That's a
Oh.
mistake. That's a mistake. It advanced on its own too. That's a mistake. I know now. I know exactly what's going on. Okabe knows exactly what's going on. I turned towards him and he averted his gaze. He had been acting really weird this whole time. Was he hiding something?
お前がこんなに買ったのか
You bought all these.
バナナ好きになった
When did you start liking bananas?
いやほら鈴葉に言われてるんだって
Wait,
ダイエ
how
ッ
is
ト
this
にいいから
working? No,
毎日食べるってさ
No. You should put 2 and 2 together and be like, wait, bananas. Well, you know, it was Suzuha's idea. She told me to eat some every day because it was good for my diet.
そういえば昔そんなダイエットが流行ったな
It was a diet like that before, come to think of it. I guess I'm just like... It would be hard for Daru to make it by himself, so there's no reason for me to think that Daru can do it by himself. So there. Yeah, that makes sense. Some celebrity had gone on TV and said that she lost a bunch of weight on a banana diet, and then the next day all the bananas in Japan disappeared from stores. My dad tried to get in on the boom a little too late and bought a huge supply of bananas, only to see it flare out and most of them rot on the shelves. And I remembered
だ
that.
からこんなに一度に買う
So,
なよな
don't buy so many at once.
だいぶ
They've
色が
already
変わって
changed
きてるじゃ
color.
ないか
Whatever. I was hungry, so I decided to take one. I took a banana and peeled the skin.
とにかく少しは加減って
Just
ものを考え
don't
ろ
go overboard with everything, okay?
そうだね。うん。
You're right, yeah. I finished the banana in 3 bites and went to toss the banana peel in the burnable trash can. Now I know. Now I know. Now I'm aware. More than anybody could possibly eat. Over half the can was filled up with bananas. And it wasn't just the skins. Some of them were unpeeled, but half rotten, and the summer heat made them give off a nasty stench. I remembered seeing something like this once before. We're making gel nanas again? That's right. It was when I was living here a year ago, doing experiments every day. And then my mind flashed back to the contents of the fridge. And that bizarre stockpile of juicy fried chicken. It couldn't be. I plunged my hand into the garbage can, not caring about the film.
Okarin?
Wait, Okarin? Dar was clearly uneasy, but I ignored him. I was right. Under the bananas, I saw tons of boxes of empty fried chicken. No matter how much Maori liked them, or how much of a glutton Daru was, no one would voluntarily eat this much frozen chicken every day. I went deeper into the garbage can, and I found something I didn't want to
No.
see.
誰
Hey, Daru.
なんぞ
What?
バナナと冷凍唐揚げの組み合わせ
Bananas and frozen chicken.
懐かしい
This
な
brings back a lot of memories, doesn't it? Yeah?
1年くらい前か
Must have been
よく
about
こ
a
う
year
して
ago.
実験してたよな
We used to do all kinds of experiments like
かな
this.
り無駄な使い方してたから
We'd waste a lot, so
周
Maori
りに
wouldn't
よく
get
怒
mad
ら
at
れた
us.
な食べ物を
She'd tell
粗
us
末にしちゃ
not to
ダメだ
waste,
って
or would get mad at us. She'd tell us not to waste
そう
food.
だね。
That's right.
しょうがないから
So we ended up having to eat the bananas that we warmed in the microwave to get rid of them.
俺たちで食べて処分した
They
よ
tasted terrible.
でも
But we were never
さす
able
が
to
にこれは
eat
食
these.
べられなかったよ
A green, gooey mass. It was a thick, disgusting liquid, like you'd expect to see after you crushed a giant bug. The goo ran out of my fingers and splattered onto the floor. It was what used to be a banana. What we'd once called a gel banana.
おう、しまった。
Oops. Dar put his hands to his head. But then he evidently gave up on hiding it.
まずった。
I didn't expect you to find out this easily. I thought I could hide it a little more. I was actually going to tell you soon because I needed your help. Dara tossed me the towel. Evidently he had already used it because it was covered with black soot, but I decided to wipe the gel banana off my hand. Dara went to the development room and started moving boxes and dust covers.
ほれ、これが2号機。
This is Unit 2. And on the table appeared the horrible Future Gadget number 8, which I'd built, improved, and finally dismantled a year ago.
組み立て
You put it
どうしたのか？
together again.
電話レンジカッコ仮バージョン
I
2
wasn't sure if I should call it Unit 2 or Version 2.
名前なんてどうでもいい
I don't care about the name.
マジ
Are you
オカリン
serious?
の言葉とは
I
思え
can't
ない
believe you're saying that.
どの未来ガジェットもさ
We used to have a roundtable meeting and a lot
大騒
of
ぎして名前決めた
we
じゃ
had a
ん
lot of fun picking names for the future gadgets.
黒歴史だろ
That's all dark history.
そう
Really? Dar was looking at the dust-covered future gadgets that were sitting on the shelf in the development room. There was something like a fondness in his gaze. Why the hell was he acting like this? Did he think that nightmare is some kind of happy, youthful memory? I was about to tell him to go screw himself, but held it in. Did you forget what I told
俺が
you?
言ったこれは危険だ
This thing is
俺
dangerous.
たちが持っ
It's
てい
not
て
something
一
we
緒
should
のものじゃ
have.
ない
うんけどさ、僕未来でタ
But
イムマシン
I
作ら
need
な
to
い
make
と
a
いけ
time
ないん
machine
だ
in
よ
the
ね
future, you know?
そうするとやっぱ
Which means
こ
I
いつを
need to
研究
research
する
this
こ
as
と
the
が
first
そ
step,
の第
I
一歩
think.
だった
Daru. I gave up on trying to hold it back. I got up in his face and yelled at him.
何度も
I told you again and again and again and again, right?
こいつのせいで
I
何が起こ
told
った
you
の
what
か
happened because of this
こい
thing.
つのせいで
I told you what I
俺が
went
飛ん
through.
だタイこれを作ったことでマユリは
Mayori
殺
was
されるん
killed
だ
because we made this thing.
これを作ったことで
Kurusu was
クリスは犠牲になった
sacrificed
んだ
because we made this thing.
これを作ったことで
Your daughter
お前
went
の
back to the
娘は
past
過去へ
and
飛んで
committed suicide because we made this thing.
忘れたって言うならもう一度
If you
話してやろう
forgot,
か
do you want me to do it to go over it again?
お前はそんなにバカだった
Are you that stupid? Are you so dumb that you won't understand unless you experience it for yourself?
バカはあなたよ、岡部倫太郎。
You're the one who's being stupid, Rintaro Okabe. I suddenly heard an angry female voice behind me. I looked back and saw Maho Hiajo glaring at me.
表情さん
Hiajo?
ゴホロリ来たこれ
Legal lolly for the win.
なんて格好してるんだよ
What happened to your clothes?
っていうかなんでここに
And wait, what are you doing here?
あ、これはその
This is...
つい
I
勢い
couldn't
余っ
just
て
sit there and listen.
あんまりジロジロ見ないで。
Don't stare at me, I'll sue.
そっちがそんな格好で出てきたんじゃないか
It's your fault for coming out like that.
ちょっと待ってなさい。
Hold on, I'll go get
今
dressed.
してくるから。
Maho quickly went back into the shower room and came out dressed a moment later. Excuse me.
待たせたわ。
Sorry about that.
もしかして
Have you been hiding in there
俺が
since I
来た時
first
から隠れ
arrived?
てたのか
私のことはどうでもいいで
Who
しょ。
cares about me?
レスキネン教授に送った沖縄での写真は
Did you fake that picture of you in Okinawa that you sent to Dr. Leskinen? But the professor and I were completely taken in by that picture of her standing on the Okinawan beach. But it seemed we'd both been tricked. It was well made enough that Daru must have been involved.
君の来日の目的は
So you didn't come to Japan to
沖
visit
縄じゃなかった
Okinawa?
という
ええ。そ
Yes,
うよ。
that's right.
あなたが電話レンジ
I came for that time machine with the stupid name. What was it again? Phone wave name subject to change?
君にも説明したはずだ
I told you what happened because of the D mails too.
D メそれをまた繰り返すつもりか
Are you going to repeat that?
違うわ。
No.
何が違う
How?
D メールを送れば
If you send a D mail, Echelon will pick that up, and the whole world line will go back from beta to
再び
alpha,
そうしたらマユ
and
リは
Mayori will die again.
何度やっても助けられ
I
ない
won't be able to save her no matter what I'll do. She'll keep dying for all eternity. And then I had a terrifying thought, and stared directly into Maho's eyes. No way, she of all people couldn't possibly. I trusted Maho completely and I didn't want to believe she was capable of it. But the terrible machine that I just confronted had drained me of any kind of rationality. A flashback felt like it was going to hit me any second. Images of Kurusu and Mayori's deaths were flashing through my mind. And so I said something I never should have said.
君はまさか
You aren't
世界
trying
線
to bring back the Alpha World line, are you?
アルファに
え
クリスが生きていて
Are you trying to create a
マ
world
ユリ
where
が死
Kurusu
んでいる
lives
世
and
界を
Mayori
望
dies?
むのか
この野郎
You asshole. There was an impact on my cheek, and a loud sound in my ears. The next thing I knew, I was lying on the ground face up. It was a while before I understood what happened. The left half of my face felt like it was on fire. I was punched. By Daru. I'd known him for 5 years, and this is the first time anything like that had happened.
謝れ今すぐ魔法団に謝れ
Apologize. Apologize to Mahotan right now.
ちょっとやめ
Wait,
なさい。
stop it,
橋田さん
Hachida.
オカリンがどれだけ苦しんでるかなんて
I can only imagine how
僕
much
に
you're
は想像しかできない
suffering,
けど
Okarin.
だから安っぽい同情なんて
So I'm
しない
not
し
giving you any cheap
するつも
sympathy.
りもねえよ でもな、お前
But in the end, you're just using that as an excuse.
マホタンだって、
Maho-tan, Suzuha, even Mayushi. Do you know how much they've done for you?
もういいからよしなさい
It's enough. Stop it. Maho grabbed Dara's body and tried to hold him back.
話せ
Let me go.
こいつもっと
He's not going to understand unless I hit him again.
もう十分よ今ので
That's
十分
enough.
だから落
What
ち
you
着い
just
て
did was enough, so calm down. Maho put her hand on Dara's shoulder.
後の説明は私がしておくわ
I'll explain the rest. You go wash your face or something. Go. She pointed towards the shower room, and Dara finally seemed to get control of himself again.
わかった
Fine. He looked a little awkward as he lowered his fist. Normally, he hated any kind of... Wow, it's an hour already. Oh my god. I was like, what time is it? How long has this been going? It's been a fucking hour. But there were no jokes that vanished behind the curtain of this room. A moment later, I could hear the sound of the water. Christ. Okay, I'm gonna have to end it here. It's an hour and 6 minutes, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed today's episode, hit the like button. I really appreciate it. And subscribe if you haven't done so already. I'll see you guys in the next episode. This has been a weird, crazy episode. I kind of got distracted. Sorry for the longer episodes. I'll try to shorten them to like 40-something minutes. But Jesus Christ. Oh my goodness. Alright. See you guys in the next episode. Peace.